Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the quiet collapse of DeLorean, the dream car, corporate failure, and bankruptcy. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Even the tallest towers eventually quiet down. Tonight, we gently explore the empty boardrooms and forgotten ambitions of the past. Your mind is calm, and we are ready to begin. The DeLorean Motor Company emerged from the vision of a revolutionary car that promised to reshape the automotive landscape. Founded by John DeLorean in 1975, it aimed to marry innovative engineering with an alluring aesthetic. This car, characterized by its distinctive gull-wing doors and stainless steel body, was not just a vehicle, but a statement of freedom and modernity. The design sought to capture the imagination of the public, presenting a futuristic ideal that appealed to the aspirations of a generation. Initial enthusiasm surrounded the project, fueled by DeLorean's charisma and past successes at General Motors. This period marked an optimistic phase, where investors and consumers alike envisioned a new era in personal transportation. The promise of advanced features such as a powerful engine and a unique chassis ignited hopes within the automotive community. Production began in a factory located in Northern Ireland, which was intended to bolster local employment and stimulate the economy. Incentives from the British government added to the allure, creating a sense of purpose beyond mere profit. Yet, the reality of manufacturing soon revealed underlying complexities. Challenges in production quality and financial mismanagement began to surface, casting shadows over the once bright vision. What was envisioned as a groundbreaking venture gradually succumbed to the pressures of reality, leading to an inevitable decline. Charisma marked the presence of John DeLorean, a figure whose ambition transcended the conventional boundaries of the automotive industry. Rising from humble beginnings, he crafted an image of innovation and rebellion, capturing the attention of both the public and potential investors. His engineering prowess was evident in his earlier successes at General Motors, where he played a pivotal role in the development of iconic models. This expertise laid a foundation for his audacious leap into entrepreneurship. The allure of the DeLorean Motor Company was fueled by his vision of a sports car that combined futuristic design with cutting-edge technology. The distinctive stainless steel body and gull-wing doors of the vehicle represented not just a car, but a movement. His ability to articulate a compelling narrative around the DeLorean brand attracted significant media coverage and public fascination. Yet behind the magnetism lay a relentless drive that often blurred the lines of practicality. Financial challenges began to mount, overshadowing the initial excitement. As production delays and quality control issues arose, the once optimistic projections began to falter. Investors grew wary, and the burgeoning company found itself ensnared in a web of financial turmoil. Amidst the chaos, the visionary became increasingly isolated, grappling with the consequences of choices that would. The rise of the automotive industry in the 1970s created a landscape ripe for innovation. This region saw a surge in consumer demand, fueled by an expanding economy and a fascination with technological advancement. Vehicles became symbols of freedom and progress, drawing in a diverse array of manufacturers eager to capitalize on shifting consumer preferences. The era witnessed an influx of new models, each boasting distinctive features that promised to push the boundaries of engineering and design. This environment fostered a culture of ambition among automakers who sought to carve out their niche in a competitive market. It was in this milieu that ideas began to flourish, leading to the birth of numerous concepts, some of which would. In this atmosphere, the DeLorean Motor Company emerged, aiming to disrupt the industry with a revolutionary car that combined futuristic aesthetics with advanced materials. The stainless steel body and gull-wing doors promised to encapsulate the spirit of innovation that defined the decade. Yet, the relentless pace of change also sowed the seeds of uncertainty. The automotive giants were not merely competitors, they were formidable forces that would challenge the viability of new entrants. Gradually, it became evident that survival would require not just vision, but a deep understanding of market dynamics. The striking silhouette of the DeLorean DMC-12 emerged from a vision that sought to redefine automotive innovation. Characterized by its stainless steel body and distinctive gull-wing doors, it represented a bold departure from conventional car design. This commitment to futuristic aesthetics not only captured the imagination of the public, but also established an identity that differentiated it from competitors. The allure of this vehicle was further amplified by its association with unconventional marketing strategies and a promise of independence from the ordinary. Technical specifications showcased a unique blend of features intended to enhance driving experiences. Equipped with a rear-mounted V6 engine, it promised performance aligned with its avant-garde appearance. An emphasis on lightweight construction and handling further added to its appeal. Yet, beneath the surface of this innovative design lay a series of challenges that would. This region, once buzzing with excitement, soon felt the weight of unmet expectations. Stakeholders grappled with the realization that the dream car was not performing as anticipated in the market. Enthusiasm transformed into uncertainty as the ambitious undertaking struggled against the tides of practicality and financial sustainability. The vision that once seemed so promising began to unravel, revealing the fragile nature of aspiration in the world of business. The introduction of the stainless steel body marked a pivotal moment in automotive design, representing a bold departure from conventional materials. This choice bestowed a unique aesthetic, setting it apart in a market crowded with traditional vehicles. The gleaming surface offered a futuristic appeal, resonating with the aspirations of an era enamored with innovation. It commanded attention and ignited imaginations, yet it also brought forth unforeseen challenges. Manufacturing complexities became apparent as the unconventional material required specialized techniques for shaping and welding. Assembly lines struggled to adapt, resulting in delays that compounded the company's financial strains. As the allure of the stainless steel body began to fade, so too did the initial enthusiasm from prospective buyers. The allure of the car's design could not compensate for the mounting issues in production and quality control. Market reception reflected this shift, with the initial excitement dwindling into skepticism. Competitors quickly capitalized on these missteps, introducing vehicles that embraced both innovation and practicality. The once celebrated emblem of progress fell victim to the realities of market dynamics, as the stainless steel body became emblematic of ambition thwarted by execution. In this region of automotive history, the shining exterior concealed a fragile foundation, and the promise of a new era faded into obscurity, leaving behind only remnants of a dream unfulfilled. The initial investments poured into the venture were substantial, driven by an optimistic vision of innovation and a desire to break into the competitive automotive market. Early financial backing came from a mix of private investors and government grants, eager to support an ambitious project that promised to redefine personal transportation. This influx of capital was initially seen as a validation of the bold concepts at play, an endorsement of the futuristic design and advanced engineering that characterized the vehicle. Amidst fervent excitement, the projections for sales and production capacity soared. Investors became captivated by the allure of a revolutionary car that could challenge established industry giants. This enthusiasm was palpable, reflected in the bustling factory where hopes were meticulously assembled into reality. Yet, the underlying financial structures remained tenuous, with cash flow dependent on continued investor confidence and consumer demand. As the production ramped up, the costs escalated rapidly. Unexpected delays and quality control issues began to strain the initial investments. The exuberance that accompanied the early days transformed into anxiety as the realities of operating a manufacturing facility became apparent. Financial projections were revised downward, and the once promising dream found itself tethered by the weight of its own ambition, revealing the frailty of its financial underpinnings. The journey towards viability would soon encounter insurmountable obstacles. Government intervention presented itself as a potential lifeline. Tax incentives and financial support were extended to the fledgling manufacturer, aiming to bolster the struggling operation. These measures were designed to stimulate growth and encourage innovation within the automotive sector. With hopes pinned on these initiatives, the company received millions in federal loans, a decision made in light of the promise it held for American manufacturing. The initial response from the industry and the public was cautiously optimistic. This region saw an influx of attention, with a renewed interest in the unique design and features of the vehicle. Expectations soared as the government's backing signified a belief in the company's potential. However, the anticipated benefits of this support soon began to fade, overshadowed by a series of mismanagement issues and production delays. While the government's assistance provided a temporary cushion, it was not enough to rectify the deeper issues plaguing operations. The ambitious plans for expansion and innovation became increasingly unrealistic as the financial realities set in. Despite the fiscal support, the operational inefficiencies continued to mount, leading to growing skepticism among stakeholders. As time progressed, it became clear that the infusion of capital, rather than serving as a catalyst for success, was merely a bandage over a much larger systemic problem. Manufacturing challenges emerged as a significant hurdle, particularly with the decision to establish production in Northern Ireland. The transition from ambitious plans to tangible reality proved fraught with complications. Initially, the allure of government incentives and a supportive workforce seemed promising. This region offered an opportunity for economic revival, yet logistical and technical difficulties quickly surfaced. Setting up the production facility required extensive modifications to existing structures, which had once been designed for a different era of manufacturing. The outdated infrastructure struggled to meet the demands of modern automotive assembly. Workers, while eager, faced a steep learning curve. Specialized training programs were implemented, but the transition was slow and often met with frustration. Supply chain disruptions became increasingly apparent. Proximity to suppliers did not guarantee timely delivery of materials, leading to production delays. The anticipated efficiency of localized manufacturing was undermined by unforeseen complications. Quality control issues arose as workers grappled with new technologies and processes. This confluence of factors contributed to rising production costs, placing further strain on an already fragile financial situation. The ambitious dream of producing a revolutionary vehicle began to fade, overshadowed by the practical realities of manufacturing in a shifting landscape. Each setback deepened the chasm between aspiration and operational viability. The first production run encountered significant delays, a troubling sign for a company eager to carve out its niche in the automotive industry. Initial expectations had been set with optimism, yet reality soon intruded with a myriad of quality control issues. The assembly line, once envisioned as a hallmark of efficiency, struggled under the weight of inadequate supplier relationships and rushed timelines. Each vehicle that emerged was met with scrutiny, revealing flaws in craftsmanship and design. Panel misalignments, inconsistent finishes, and electrical malfunctions became frequent. These defects not only tarnished the reputation of the brand, but also resulted in costly recalls, further straining the already fragile financial structure. In this region of burgeoning hope, disillusionment began to fester. Potential buyers, once captivated by the allure of the DeLorean, turned skeptical, their enthusiasm eroded by reports of subpar quality. Market confidence waned as the promise of innovation became overshadowed by the reality of operational mismanagement. Production goals slipped further from reach, driving management to implement hurried solutions that often proved ineffective. The dream of the DeLorean, once a symbol of futuristic ambition, began to morph into a cautionary tale of how even the most ambitious dreams could falter when faced with the harsh realities of execution and oversight. Aimed at capturing the imagination of consumers, marketing strategies for the DMC-12 were meticulously devised to highlight its unique features. The stainless steel exterior, distinctive gull-wing doors, and futuristic design were emphasized in promotional materials. It was positioned not merely as a vehicle, but as an experience, evoking a sense of innovation and luxury. The allure of the car was further amplified by its appearance in popular culture, notably in the film franchise that would later immortalize it. In a region where the automotive industry thrived, the DeLorean Motor Company attempted to carve a niche within the sports car market. Advertising campaigns showcased the DMC-12 as a revolutionary option for driving enthusiasts and affluent buyers. However, despite these efforts, the appeal did not translate into sustained sales. Initial excitement waned, and the reality of production delays began to surface, creating a disconnect between the promised vision and the consumer experience. The intended market was a blend of young professionals and affluent collectors, yet as the initial excitement faded, so too did consumer interest. The ambitious marketing initiatives could not compensate for the structural weaknesses within the company. With production falling short of expectations, the lingering image of the DMC-12 became less about innovation and more about unfulfilled potential. The iconic gull-wing doors, a hallmark of the DMC-12, initially captivated audiences with their unique design and futuristic aesthetic. These doors promised a departure from traditional automotive styling, suggesting a bold leap into a new era of vehicle engineering. Their striking appearance drew attention at auto shows and in media coverage, elevating the car to a symbol of innovation. Enthusiasts marveled at the elegance of entry and exit, a feature that seemed to embody the spirit of the 80s. Despite their allure, the practicality of these doors began to reveal limitations. In tight parking spaces, the grand opening became an inconvenience rather than a marvel. This juxtaposition mirrored the broader struggles faced by the fading company, as the allure of the DMC-12 could not compensate for growing operational challenges. Engineering complexities compounded production delays, leading to further disappointment among prospective buyers. The commitment to a distinctive design. The commitment to a distinctive design transformed the DeLorean into a cultural icon, aided significantly by its appearance in the film Back to the Future. This cinematic debut positioned the vehicle as a symbol of innovation and futuristic thinking, captivating audiences worldwide. The allure of time travel, combined with the vehicle's unique stainless steel exterior and gull-wing doors, created an almost mythical status. The film's success initiated a surge of interest, turning the DeLorean into a coveted object of desire despite ongoing production challenges. Enthusiasts and collectors began to see it not merely as a car, but as a piece of cinematic history. This fascination extended beyond the film, influencing fashion, music, and even art, embedding the vehicle into the fabric of popular culture. Merchandising opportunities flourished, with countless replicas and models hitting the market, further intertwining the vehicle's identity with entertainment. The connection to Back to the Future provided a temporary reprieve from the harsh realities of production issues, creating an illusion of prosperity. Yet the disparity between the vehicle's cinematic charm and its manufacturing struggles became increasingly apparent. The romanticized image clashed with the economic realities, leading to a dissonance that would. The romanticized image clashed with the economic realities, leading to a dissonance that would soon manifest in the early sales performance. Initial reception was marked by enthusiasm, fueled by a compelling marketing strategy and the allure of a futuristic design. The unique stainless steel exterior and gull-wing doors captivated potential buyers, creating a buzz that resonated across various demographics. Despite this initial excitement, market demand. Sales figures began to reflect this reality. Orders trickled in, far below the anticipated numbers. Production delays compounded the issue, further straining the company's ability to meet even modest demand. The allure of the DeLorean faltered as the novelty wore off, revealing an uncomfortable truth about consumer preferences. The lack of a reliable supply chain and quality control issues only exacerbated the situation. As complaints surfaced regarding performance and reliability, the initial excitement faded, leaving a void where vibrant sales once flourished. This decline in consumer confidence signaled the beginning of significant challenges for the fading company. Rising competition in the sports car market intensified the pressures faced by the fading company. Rivals, equipped with innovative technology and aggressive marketing strategies, began to capture the attention of potential buyers. Established brands such as Ferrari and Porsche offered a blend of performance and prestige that proved difficult to match. The allure of these competitors overshadowed the once prominent vision that DeLorean had embodied. As consumer preferences shifted, the dynamics of the market evolved. Enthusiasts sought not only speed, but also reliability and performance. This region saw a movement toward vehicles that combined engineering excellence with brand heritage, areas where the fading company struggled to gain traction. The iconic model, envisioned as a symbol of futuristic design and innovation, fell short in the face of rapidly advancing technology from its rivals. Consumer interest waned as reviews highlighted issues with quality and performance. This reality contributed to growing skepticism regarding the company's ability to deliver on its promises. The once thriving community of loyal customers began to dwindle, replaced by a new generation of car enthusiasts who gravitated towards more established names. The perception of DeLorean transformed from a groundbreaking innovator to an underdog battling against the tide of a relentless and unforgiving marketplace. Each setback further entrenched its struggle for survival amidst an increasingly competitive landscape. The economic recession of the early 1980s cast a long shadow over the luxury car market, straining the fragile ambitions of emerging brands. This period saw a pronounced decline in consumer spending, as uncertainty loomed large over personal finances. Consequently, luxury purchases were often deemed unnecessary, resulting in diminished sales across the board. It was during this time that the fading company found itself grappling with a shrinking demographic of buyers who increasingly prioritized practicality over aspiration. The allure of sleek designs and high performance lost its luster amid rising unemployment and inflation. Buyers gravitated towards more affordable options, leaving luxury manufacturers scrambling to adapt. The economic climate created a stark dichotomy. While some brands managed to weather the storm with strategic adjustments, others faltered under the weight of their own expectations. Dealers became more hesitant to stock high-end vehicles, fearing they would linger unsold on lots. Market analysts noted a pronounced shift in consumer behavior, with many opting for compact, fuel-efficient models as gas prices surged. This transition further marginalized the luxury segment, which struggled to justify its pricing in a time of austerity. The once promising dream car now faced an uphill battle against both economic realities and changing consumer preferences, marking a significant turning point in its journey. Supply chain disruptions systematically undermined production capabilities, revealing vulnerabilities in sourcing key components. The scarcity of essential materials became increasingly pronounced as suppliers struggled to meet the demands of a rapidly evolving automotive landscape. This region, once vibrant with activity, now echoed with uncertainty as manufacturers encountered delays in acquiring critical parts, such as engines and electronic systems. Disruptions extended beyond mere shortages. They illustrated a fragile web of dependencies. With assembly lines halted, the dream car could not manifest from design to reality. These delays compounded existing challenges, creating a ripple effect that permeated the entire organization. The inability to deliver vehicles on schedule eroded consumer confidence, leading to dwindling interest from potential buyers. In the backdrop of these supply chain issues, financial strain intensified, further complicating recovery efforts. The once optimistic projections faded as the company grappled with a stark reality, where the dream car's potential seemed increasingly unattainable. Stakeholders grew restless as the anticipated turnaround became a distant mirage. This situation laid bare the intricate relationship between production efficiency and market viability. As the company endeavored to navigate these complexities, it confronted the stark truth that innovation alone could not shield it from the broader economic currents affecting the automotive sector. Each setback reinforced the notion that resilience required more than aspiration. It necessitated a robust operational framework. The emergence of Japanese automakers introduced a formidable challenge within this region. Companies such as Honda and Toyota began to dominate the market, showcasing an ability to produce reliable, fuel-efficient vehicles at a lower cost. Their manufacturing practices were refined, emphasizing quality control and efficiency, elements that became benchmarks within the industry. This shift in consumer preferences towards dependable and economical options contrasted sharply with the allure of the DeLorean. The fading company struggled to adapt to this new landscape. As production costs escalated and quality became paramount, it became increasingly difficult to justify the price point of its iconic vehicle. The allure of stainless steel exteriors and gull-wing doors could not obscure the operational inefficiencies that plagued the assembly line. Meanwhile, Japanese manufacturers expanded their reach, capturing the hearts of consumers with innovative marketing strategies and a reputation for excellence. Sales began to dwindle, forcing the leadership to confront the stark reality of a rapidly changing automotive environment. The once promising vision of the DeLorean, which had captivated enthusiasts, began to fray at the edges. Each quarter revealed troubling financial reports, underscoring the mounting pressure from competitors who had mastered the delicate balance of quality, cost, and consumer appeal. The landscape evolved, leaving little room for the ideals that had once fueled this ambitious endeavor. Leadership conflicts emerged amid shifting priorities and diverging visions. Decisions were often made in isolation, each executive pursuing personal agendas rather than a unified strategy. This dissonance created an environment where collaboration was scarce and trust eroded. The boardroom became a battleground, with factions forming around differing philosophies. Some advocated for immediate financial turnaround, while others clung to the original dream of innovation. Strategic missteps compounded these internal struggles. Resources were allocated to projects with little potential, leaving critical areas underfunded. Marketing strategies failed to resonate with the target audience, resulting in campaigns that lacked direction and purpose. This misalignment stifled growth and further alienated the consumer base. The once promising brand began to falter, unable to capture the imagination it once ignited. As operational challenges mounted, the company struggled to adapt to an evolving marketplace. Competitors seized upon these vulnerabilities, exploiting the gaps left by indecision and mismanagement. The absence of a coherent vision led to stagnation, with products that failed to keep pace with industry advancements. Trust in leadership dwindled, further impacting morale and productivity. Amid these failures, the dream car's legacy transformed into a cautionary tale, a reminder of how ambition can falter when not guided by clarity and cohesion. The fading company became emblematic of a broader struggle, illustrating the fragility of visionary pursuits in a complex corporate landscape. A palpable discontent permeated the production floor, where hopes and aspirations clashed with the stark realities of dwindling resources. Workers faced mounting pressures as the promise of the dream car transformed into a burden of uncertainty. Assembly lines, once bustling with enthusiasm, became quieter, their rhythm disrupted by a creeping sense of disillusionment. Many employees grappled with the fear of job insecurity as rumors of layoffs circulated like unwelcome specters. Labor relations soured as management struggled to maintain a cohesive team spirit amidst financial strains. Communication faltered, leaving employees feeling marginalized and undervalued. The disconnect between executives and the workforce widened, with decisions made from boardrooms failing to resonate on the factory floor. This schism fostered resentment, as workers questioned the very vision that had initially inspired them. Efforts to boost morale through incentives and team-building initiatives proved inadequate. The lingering shadow of bankruptcy loomed over the production lines, casting doubt on every task. Tasks once approached with pride were now executed with resignation, the spark of creativity dimmed. As the company faced mounting challenges, it became increasingly clear that labor relations were not merely a statistic, but a crucial element in the unraveling of its dream. The production floor, once a hive of innovation, now reflected the sobering reality of a vision slipping away. Quality assurance became a significant concern as the once promising vehicle began to manifest numerous deficiencies. Customers expressed dissatisfaction through an increasing volume of complaints, highlighting issues that ranged from cosmetic inconsistencies to mechanical failures. Those who had invested their hopes and dreams in the DeLorean found themselves confronted with an unsettling reality, as their much-anticipated vehicles often failed to meet basic standards of reliability. Recalls followed in quick succession, each announcement further eroding trust in the brand. The initial excitement surrounding the vehicle diminished with every defect reported, transforming enthusiasm into frustration. This region, once marked by aspirations of excellence, now became synonymous with disappointment. Customers sought answers, but the responses often fell short, revealing a disconnect between management and the realities faced by those on the ground. Repair facilities struggled to accommodate the influx of returned vehicles, burdened by a lack of spare parts and trained personnel. Mechanics noted an alarming frequency of recurring issues, each repair becoming a reminder of the vehicle's flaws. The fading company, grappling with its own limitations, sought to address the growing challenges, but found itself ensnared in a cycle of reactive measures. As complaints mounted, the vision of a revolutionary automotive future faded, leaving behind remnants of what could have been. Changing consumer preferences began to reshape the automotive landscape, steering it towards practicality and reliability. The allure of the DeLorean, with its futuristic design and stainless steel body, contrasted sharply with the emerging demand for fuel efficiency and family-friendly features. This shift did not occur overnight. It unfolded gradually, manifesting in shifting sales figures and market analyses. The company struggled to adapt to this evolving environment. While the iconic gull-wing doors and unconventional styling initially captivated a niche audience, they could not compensate for the lack of essential attributes that consumers increasingly sought. Competitors embraced this transition, launching models that prioritized space, economy, and versatility. The rising popularity of compact cars and SUVs highlighted the disconnect between market demand and the DeLorean's singular vision. Production delays further compounded the issue, leading to a backlog that alienated potential buyers. This region, once filled with enthusiasm for innovation, became a landscape marked by disappointment. The fading company failed to respond to the practical needs of its customers, resulting in dwindling interest and sales. The financial strain became evident as resources dwindled and investors grew wary. Attempts to pivot or diversify were met with skepticism. The dream car, once seen as a beacon of automotive ingenuity, slipped slowly into obscurity, overshadowed by the pragmatic choices of a changing consumer base. Financial mismanagement permeated the operations of the fading company, revealing a precarious foundation. Costs spiraled as ambitious production targets clashed with a volatile market. These figures illustrated a disconnect between vision and reality, leading to increasing debts that weighed heavily on its balance sheets. Investments in novel technologies were pursued without the necessary financial safeguards, resulting in expenditures that outpaced revenues significantly. Efforts to innovate were admirable yet misguided. The allure of futuristic designs drew in initial interest, but the requisite resources to bring them to fruition were often lacking. Marketing campaigns, while ambitious, failed to resonate with a consumer base increasingly focused on practicality rather than aspirational allure. This disconnect compounded the financial strain, as rising costs were not met with corresponding sales. Cash flow became erratic, creating a cycle of borrowing that only deepened the financial abyss. The once promising company found itself unable to sustain operations, struggling to meet payroll and supplier obligations. Attempts to restructure debts were met with skepticism from creditors, who viewed the business as a risky investment rather than a viable endeavor. The financial landscape transformed into a labyrinth of obligations, leading to a quiet unraveling of what was once deemed an automotive revolution. This misalignment of financial strategy would soon attract the discerning eye of the media. Coverage began to shape public perception, often framing the DeLorean as a cautionary tale of ambition overshadowed by mismanagement. Journalists highlighted the striking design and innovative features, yet tended to focus on the company's mounting troubles, turning the narrative into one of skepticism. Criticism emerged from various quarters. Reports detailed production delays and financial losses, undermining the initial enthusiasm surrounding the vehicle. The press scrutinized the leadership, questioning the viability of a vision that seemed increasingly disconnected from reality. Each article, review, and opinion piece added weight to an already fragile reputation, influencing consumer confidence. In this region, speculation flourished. The once celebrated DMC-12, with its stainless steel exterior and gull-wing doors, became emblematic of corporate failure. Public perception shifted as potential buyers grappled with the implications of investing in a vehicle associated with uncertainty. As the dream car was eclipsed by headlines, the enthusiasm that once surrounded it dissipated. Media narratives solidified notions of failure, which fed into the public consciousness, creating a cycle of doubt that would prove difficult to escape. The DeLorean, rather than being viewed as an icon of innovation, morphed into a symbol of a fleeting opportunity, lost to the annals of corporate history. A series of scandals and controversies enveloped John DeLorean, further tarnishing the reputation of the fading company. Legal troubles began to surface as allegations of financial misconduct emerged. Accusations of mismanagement and fraud painted a troubling picture, creating a cloud of uncertainty around the once promising visionary. This region, once filled with aspirations of automotive advancement, became the backdrop for a dramatic descent into chaos. An undercover investigation led to an entrapment scenario where DeLorean was accused of drug trafficking in an attempted scheme to save his company. This moment marked a significant turning point as public perception shifted sharply. What was once hailed as a revolutionary automobile devolved into a cautionary tale, illustrating the fragility of ambition. The fallout from these legal battles took a toll on both personal and corporate fronts. Board members distanced themselves, while investors grew wary. The ramifications were profound, leading to mounting debts that, as the DeLorean name faded from the automotive landscape, it left behind not just a vehicle, but also a narrative of dreams dashed against the harsh realities of legal entanglements and corporate misfortune. The drug trafficking sting marked a pivotal moment in its decline, intertwining ambition with desperation. In the early 1980s, the founder found himself ensnared in a web of legal troubles that would further tarnish the company's reputation. An undercover operation, designed to ensnare those involved in drug trafficking, revealed a complex scheme that involved the acquisition of substantial financial resources through illicit means. This incident, a shocking turn for a figure once heralded as an innovator, drew national attention. The courtroom became a stage for a drama that unfolded meticulously, revealing not just the man behind the car, but the precarious foundation of a dream built on shaky ground. Evidence presented during the trial depicted a descent into an abyss of choices, where the pursuit of success collided with criminality. The once celebrated DeLorean, a symbol of futurism, was now tied to a narrative of scandal. Public perception shifted, and the once promising enterprise faced an insurmountable challenge. The trial concluded with a verdict that underscored the complexities of a life lived in the fast lane, leaving its founder grappling with the consequences of his actions. As the dust settled, the remnants of this chapter echoed in the halls of the fading company, a quiet testament to an ambitious venture derailed by its own ambition. The bankruptcy filing marked a pivotal moment in the history of this ambitious venture. Once a symbol of innovation, it now represented the precarious balance between aspiration and reality. Financial records revealed staggering losses, overshadowing earlier projections that had promised a bright future. These figures pointed to poor management decisions, excessive spending, and an inability to adapt to market demands. In this region, the once bustling factory stood silent, its assembly lines abandoned. The workforce, once filled with hope, now faced uncertainty as layoffs became inevitable. Rumors of impending closure circulated among employees, creating an atmosphere thick with anxiety. Creditors began to line up, their patience waning as debts mounted, leading to mounting tensions among stakeholders. The court proceedings became a gathering ground for those seeking clarity amidst chaos. Legal documents laid bare the extent of financial mismanagement and the challenges in securing necessary funding to revive operations. Investors, once eager to support the vision, withdrew their backing, further exacerbating the decline. As the financial collapse unfolded, it became evident that the dream car was not merely a product, but rather an emblem of aspirations that, while grand, were. Families who relied on the stability of their positions felt the immediate tremors of financial instability. Displaced workers navigated an unforgiving job market where opportunities seemed scarce. Many sought new paths, while others grappled with the weight of unfulfilled dreams. Stakeholders, including investors and suppliers, experienced their own forms of disillusionment. Initial enthusiasm transformed into skepticism as the once promising venture faltered. Financial losses accumulated, and trust in the brand dwindled. Relationships that had flourished were strained, with many partners reevaluating their commitments in light of the unfolding crisis. This region, previously a hub of innovation and excitement, now bore the marks of its decline. The once iconic headquarters stood as a stark reminder of unrealized potential. Visions of grandeur faded into memories, leaving behind an atmosphere thick with regret. The legacy of the dream car became intertwined with lessons of caution, a narrative of ambition marred by the harsh realities of economic fragility. Public sentiment following the DeLorean bankruptcy shifted dramatically. Initially, enthusiasm surrounded the vehicle, fueled by its innovative design and cinematic presence. As financial troubles surfaced, the excitement transformed into disappointment, marking a stark contrast between aspirations and the sobering truth. It became a symbol of failed ambition, drawing attention from various media outlets that scrutinized the circumstances surrounding its downfall. Headlines emphasized the disconnect between the promised dream and the stark reality, capturing the essence of a once promising venture. Coverage often highlighted the emotional responses of consumers who had invested not only financially, but also emotionally in the DeLorean brand. Individuals who dreamed of owning this iconic vehicle found their aspirations dashed. They expressed feelings of betrayal, their hopes now encased in the ruins of a failed enterprise. Analysts dissected the missteps taken by the company, pointing to mismanagement and an inability to adapt to market fluctuations. In the wake of the bankruptcy, conversations shifted toward the broader implications for the automotive industry. It served as a cautionary tale, illustrating the perils of blending innovation with impracticality. The DeLorean saga invited reflection on the nature of consumer trust and corporate responsibility, reinforcing the notion that even the most captivating designs are not immune to the relentless forces of economic reality. The DMC-12 emerged from the ruins of its parent company as an emblem of ambition and ingenuity. Although it failed to achieve commercial success, this vehicle achieved an iconic status that transcended its financial shortcomings. Its stainless steel exterior, gull-wing doors, and futuristic design captured the imagination of enthusiasts and collectors alike. The allure of the DMC-12 lay not only in its aesthetics, but also in the narrative surrounding its creation, an exemplar of aspiration and the American dream. This region, once home to the DeLorean Motor Company, now resonates with echoes of what might have been. Enthusiasts have transformed the vehicle into a symbol of nostalgia and innovation, celebrating its distinctiveness. The DMC-12 has found a lasting place in popular culture, most notably through its role in the Back to the Future film trilogy, which further entrenched it in the public consciousness. Memorabilia and restorations have emerged, fostering a community that reveres the car for its uniqueness rather than its performance on the market. Collectors eagerly seek out remnants of its legacy, elevating the vehicle to a status rarely granted to corporate failures. This enduring fascination illustrates how a singular product can achieve recognition, even as the company behind it fades into obscurity. The story of the DMC-12 remains a testament to both ambition and the unpredictable nature of business. The preservation and restoration of the DMC-12 have become a vital aspect of its legacy. Enthusiasts have emerged as guardians of this once celebrated vehicle, driven by a passion that transcends its commercial failure. These individuals and groups dedicate their resources and time to maintaining the iconic design and unique features that continue to capture the imagination. Communities of fans gather in forums and events, sharing knowledge and techniques for restoring the DMC-12 to its original condition. Each restored vehicle serves as a living monument, showcasing the craftsmanship and vision that characterized its production. This devotion highlights a counter-narrative to the decline, as these efforts breathe new life into a car that once epitomized futuristic aspirations. Parts suppliers have also stepped forward, producing reproduction components that facilitate repairs and restorations. This burgeoning market contributes to the preservation of the DMC-12, allowing enthusiasts to maintain the vehicles with authenticity. Conventions and car shows further solidify the DMC-12's place in automotive history. Award-winning restorations receive recognition, reinforcing the significance of meticulous craftsmanship. As these vehicles become rarer, their value increases, reflecting a shift from commercial failure to cherished collectible. Through this dedicated stewardship, the spirit of the DMC-12 endures, a symbol of resilience amidst a backdrop of corporate collapse. Influence on automotive design reverberates beyond the confines of its production years. The DMC-12, with its signature gullwing doors and stainless steel body, introduced a distinctive aesthetic that challenged conventional automotive norms. This design ethos reshaped perceptions of what a vehicle could embody, merging futuristic ideals with practicality. The clean lines and minimalist approach became points of reference for subsequent generations of designers, inspiring a wave of innovation that extended far beyond its own era. This region, once bustling with activity, now stands as a testament to a vision that reached for the extraordinary. The DeLorean's influence infiltrated popular culture, embedding itself into the consciousness of car enthusiasts and casual observers alike. Its presence in film further solidified its status as an icon, transforming it into a cultural artifact that transcended mere transportation. Manufacturers would later draw upon the allure of its design, integrating similar elements into their models, whether consciously or subconsciously. The commitment to unique aesthetics and engineering creativity sparked discussions around automotive identity, drawing the attention of competitors and hobbyists. Even in its decline, the principles it championed continue to resonate within the industry. This lingering legacy serves as a reminder of a time when ambition met innovation, forging a path that would inspire future generations to dream beyond the ordinary. Amidst the ashes of a once promising automotive venture, a community began to coalesce around the remnants of its legacy. Enthusiasts united in their shared admiration for the DeLorean, transcending the shadows of corporate missteps. These individuals, driven by a passion for an iconic design, found solace in collecting vintage models, each one a testament to an era filled with visions of the future. In garages and workshops across the globe, it became common to hear the distinct sound of restoration. Members of this vibrant community dedicated themselves to preserving the unique engineering and aesthetic of these vehicles. Enthusiasts exchanged parts, knowledge, and stories, creating a network that breathed new life into the fading company's offerings. This camaraderie fostered a sense of belonging as individuals connected over shared interests and nostalgia. The allure of the DeLorean extended beyond mere transportation, symbolizing a cultural phenomenon. Film appearances and pop culture references rekindled interest, drawing in new fans who saw in it not just a car, but a piece of history. Events celebrating the model emerged, showcasing meticulously restored vehicles, fostering admiration and respect for craftsmanship. The DeLorean transformed from a symbol of failure into a beloved artifact, illustrating how passion can flourish where corporate dreams once faltered, solidifying its place in automotive lore. Legal challenges began to emerge in the aftermath of bankruptcy, as stakeholders sought to reclaim losses and clarify responsibilities. Creditors, feeling aggrieved by the sudden collapse, initiated a series of lawsuits against various parties involved in the company's operations. These proceedings were marked by drawn-out negotiations and the exchange of numerous legal filings, creating a landscape dominated by unease and uncertainty. Settlements were reached, but they often fell short of expectations, leaving many disillusioned. Some creditors accepted meager payouts, while others remained entrenched in litigation, hoping for a favorable outcome. The courtroom became a stage for the unfolding drama, where former executives faced scrutiny over their management decisions and financial practices. These battles reflected a deep-seated desire for accountability amidst the ruins of a once ambitious enterprise. The legal atmosphere was punctuated by ongoing litigation concerning the company's assets and intellectual property. Disputes arose over the ownership of designs and patents, as former employees and investors claimed rights to innovations developed under the DeLorean name. This protracted conflict contributed to a lingering sense of instability as the remnants of the organization grappled with its legacy. In time, the dust began to settle, though the echoes of these legal struggles would remain intertwined with the narrative of the DeLorean, a cautionary tale of ambition and its consequences. The brand, long dormant, began to draw the attention of a new generation. Enthusiasts and investors saw potential where others perceived only nostalgia. This interest sparked the inception of revival initiatives, aiming to breathe life into the iconic design that had once captured the imagination of the public. The allure of the DeLorean rested not only in its unique aesthetic, but also in the cultural significance it had accrued over the years. Efforts to reinvigorate production emerged, with plans to create modern iterations of the vehicle. These projects sought to blend the original's distinctive features with contemporary technology, aimed at appealing to both collectors and new consumers. It became evident that the challenge lay not merely in manufacturing, but in overcoming the shadows cast by the past. Financial backing appeared sporadically, with stakeholders expressing optimism despite the historical burdens. This region, once synonymous with disappointment, now held aspirations of resurgence. Yet skepticism lingered in the air, as the specter of previous failures haunted every decision. Manufacturing logistics, regulatory compliance, and market positioning formed an intricate web that demanded careful navigation. The DeLorean, a symbol of both aspiration and downfall, stood at a crossroads. The revival attempts embodied a yearning for redemption, yet the specter of history remained a constant reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and reality. The modern reinterpretation of the classic model emerged as a beacon of curiosity in the automotive industry. Electric DeLorean, a nod to its predecessor, sought to blend nostalgia with contemporary innovation. This initiative sparked interest among enthusiasts and potential buyers, longing for the iconic design reimagined for today's eco-conscious market. The vehicle's sleek lines and futuristic aesthetics echoed the original, yet its electric powertrain signified a profound shift in engineering philosophy. This approach aimed to attract a new generation, captivated by sustainability and advanced technology. The promise of zero emissions was a compelling narrative, appealing not only to fans of the brand, but also to a broader audience concerned with environmental impact. Production challenges loomed large, however. The ambitious plans for mass production faced hurdles typical of startups in the automotive sector, including supply chain disruptions and technological setbacks. Investor confidence wavered as timelines stretched, casting a shadow over the electric revival. The fate of the DeLorean Motor Company serves as a poignant case study in corporate failure. Established with lofty ambitions and an iconic design, its trajectory quickly spiraled into disarray. Initial enthusiasm surrounding the vehicle's futuristic appeal faded as production delays and quality control issues mounted. Each setback further eroded the trust of both investors and potential buyers. The production plant, initially a beacon of innovation, became a symbol of mismanagement and inefficiency. Financial struggles deepened as operational costs soared beyond sustainable levels. The allure of the DeLorean faded, overshadowed by a growing list of problems. Sales, once anticipated to soar, plummeted, leading to mounting debts. The marketing strategy, which had initially captivated the public, failed to adapt to the reality of dwindling consumer interest. This disconnection between vision and execution left the company vulnerable to external pressures. In the spring of 1982, the inevitable occurred. DeLorean could not withstand the weight of its financial burdens. Bankruptcy proceedings marked the end of an ambitious era, further compounded by the media frenzy surrounding its founder's legal troubles. The once celebrated dream car, now relegated to the annals of automotive history, serves as a reminder of the fragile line between innovation and failure, echoing the lessons learned in the fading echoes of this region's industrial dreams. The financial statements reveal a narrative far removed from the excitement that once surrounded this ambitious venture. Revenue figures, once projected to soar into the stratosphere, faltered significantly, unable to meet the inflated expectations that had been set. Sales volume dwindled, highlighting a disconnection between consumer enthusiasm and actual market demand. Operating expenses escalated, burdening the company with overhead costs that outpaced income. Production inefficiencies and supply chain disruptions contributed to a growing list of liabilities, creating a widening gap between the numbers. The balance sheet reflected a precarious situation, with assets diminishing and debts accumulating, a clear signal of financial distress. Liquidity ratios presented a bleak outlook, indicating insufficient cash flow to support ongoing operations. The company's inability to secure adequate financing further compounded its challenges, leaving it vulnerable to the shifting tides of economic conditions. Amidst the array of figures, the stark reality emerged. Mismanagement of resources and over-reliance on a singular vision led to a cascade of poor decisions. Financial forecasts that had once painted an optimistic future became increasingly unrealistic, overshadowed by the hard truths of an unsustainable business model. The lessons gleaned from these documents underscore the vital importance of prudence and adaptability in an ever-evolving market landscape. The absence of a clear, sustainable business model contributed significantly to the decline of this once celebrated manufacturer. Strategic miscalculations left it vulnerable to shifting consumer preferences and economic fluctuations. Competitors thrived by aligning their offerings with market demands, while it struggled to maintain relevance. Disconnected from its customer base, the fading company found itself facing insurmountable challenges. Leadership decisions, characterized by ambition over practicality, steered it toward financial peril. Over-reliance on a singular vision, coupled with a lack of diversified products, hampered its ability to pivot in response to market signals. This reveals a critical lesson: fostering flexibility in leadership is essential for survival. The manufacturing processes employed were ambitious yet flawed, emphasizing innovation without adequate consideration for feasibility. Investments in technology and production methods must remain grounded in reality. The allure of a groundbreaking product can overshadow fundamental operational principles, leading to catastrophic outcomes. Financial mismanagement compounded these issues, as significant funds were channeled into extravagant attempts at brand elevation rather than sustaining the core business. This serves as a reminder that fiscal responsibility is paramount. Companies must cultivate a culture of financial prudence to endure. John DeLorean's legacy remains a complex subject within automotive history. His vision extended beyond mere transportation. It encapsulated an era defined by innovation and ambition. A former General Motors executive, he aimed to disrupt conventional automotive design with a car that would symbolize the future. This ambition led to the creation of a vehicle that, despite its initial promise, would become emblematic of corporate failure. The DeLorean DMC-12 emerged, characterized by its distinctive stainless steel body and gull-wing doors. It attracted widespread attention and admiration, not merely as a car, but as a cultural icon. Yet beneath the allure, financial instability loomed. Production issues and rising costs plagued the vehicle, culminating in a lack of profitability. The factory, once a symbol of hope, soon transformed into a monument to mismanagement. DeLorean's pursuit of success was marked by a series of questionable decisions, including his involvement in drug trafficking as a desperate attempt to save the collapsing enterprise. This chapter contributed to the narrative of his life, intertwining ambition with downfall. The remnants of this endeavor linger, a a testament to the precarious balance between innovation and fiscal responsibility. The automotive industry reflects on this figure, recognizing that brilliance can be overshadowed by the realities of business. The fading company serves as a cautionary tale, encapsulating both aspiration and decline. Celebrity culture often casts a long shadow over industries, particularly in the automotive sector. The DeLorean Motor Company found itself ensnared in the allure of fame, as its founder pursued high-profile endorsements and public appearances. It became apparent that this approach, while initially enticing, obscured fundamental business practices and operational integrity. This region, once bustling with ambition. As the company's reputation grew through its association with celebrities, so did its financial burdens. Investments were funneled into flashy promotional events rather than essential infrastructure improvements. Consequently, this reliance on fame created a fragile foundation, which proved incapable of withstanding economic pressures. The company's trajectory shifted dramatically when the initial excitement waned, revealing gaps in management and a disconnect between public perception and market reality. In the end, the allure of celebrity faded, leaving behind a company struggling to remain relevant amidst changing consumer preferences and an increasingly competitive landscape. The decline of the DeLorean Motor Company serves as a reminder of the complexities inherent in blending fame with business acumen. The vision of innovation that marked the inception of the DeLorean Motor Company stands in stark contrast to the realities it faced. Initially, it sought to redefine the automotive landscape with a vehicle that featured a stainless steel body and gull-wing doors. This ambitious design encapsulated the essence of futuristic thinking, capturing the imagination of consumers and investors alike. Enthusiasm surged as the prototype was unveiled, symbolizing a bold departure from conventional automotive design. Despite its groundbreaking features, the actual production faced insurmountable challenges. It became evident that innovation alone could not sustain a business. Inadequate manufacturing processes and supply chain issues plagued the operation, leading to delays and escalating costs. This region of the automotive industry was unforgiving. A mismatch between vision and execution contributed to the decline of this once promising venture. Sales figures fell short of expectations, and the allure of the innovative design could not compensate for the underlying operational inefficiencies. Financial instability crept in, further complicating the situation. The dream of revolutionizing the automobile evaporated, leaving behind remnants of an ambitious endeavor. The legacy of the DeLorean serves as a case study in the necessity of aligning visionary ideas with practical implementation, illustrating that innovation must be matched by strategic and operational soundness for success in the marketplace. The economic climate of the 1980s presented a formidable backdrop for automotive sales, characterized by fluctuating oil prices and shifting consumer preferences. This period saw a rise in fuel-efficient vehicles as a response to previous energy crises, leading to a marked decline in demand for ambitious, high-performance models. The fading company faced significant challenges in adapting to this evolving landscape. Production costs escalated as the global economy experienced recessionary pressures, further complicating operational efforts. Interest rates soared and consumer confidence waned, causing a contraction in discretionary spending. In this context, the allure of luxury and innovation began to diminish. Potential buyers, once captivated by the allure of an iconic design, now prioritized practicality and reliability over the dream of driving a futuristic vehicle. Meanwhile, competition intensified, with established manufacturers quickly repositioning their offerings to capture the shifting market. In the midst of such turmoil, DeLorean's ambitious initiatives faltered. The company struggled to maintain production levels, hampered by financial constraints and supply chain disruptions. As these realities unfolded, the ambitious plans for expansion and brand establishment became increasingly untenable. The harsh economic environment not only impacted sales figures, but also precipitated a broader reevaluation of business strategies within the automotive sector, highlighting the delicate balance between innovation and market viability. The complexities of labor dynamics played a significant role in the decline of this once prominent manufacturer. Trade unions, while essential in advocating for workers' rights, became increasingly contentious during this period. Negotiations over wages and working conditions escalated, creating rifts between management and employees. Strikes and labor disputes disrupted production schedules, further complicating an already fragile situation. These actions stemmed from a workforce that felt undervalued in the face of declining job security. The pressure to maintain profitability clashed with the need to provide fair compensation. This conflict led to increased tensions, manifesting in a series of work stoppages that hindered output. In this environment, productivity waned, and the promise of the dream car seemed further out of reach. As labor unrest unfolded, it became evident that the company's ambitious goals were increasingly unattainable. The inability to strike a harmonious balance between labor demands and corporate sustainability intensified the financial strain. Assembly lines that once buzzed with activity were now often silent, a stark contrast to the initial excitement surrounding the innovative vehicle. The impact of these labor dynamics extended beyond immediate production issues. They signaled a broader concern about the sustainability of business practices in an evolving market, where the cost of labor and the commitment to innovation were becoming increasingly difficult to reconcile. Brand identity serves as the cornerstone of consumer loyalty, shaping perceptions and guiding decisions. A recognizable emblem and a compelling narrative once set this company apart in a competitive landscape. The allure of the futuristic design and the promise of an extraordinary driving experience captivated enthusiasts and casual buyers alike. Yet, in a turbulent marketplace, the story began to unravel. The initial vision of innovation was overshadowed by turmoil, leading to inconsistency in messaging. Promises made to consumers were not consistently fulfilled, creating an unsettling disconnect. As production delays mounted, the once cherished brand found itself struggling to maintain its image. The shift from a symbol of ambition to one of uncertainty marked a pivotal decline. Internal conflicts and financial constraints further eroded brand integrity. Leadership decisions became reactive rather than visionary, straying from the core identity that had initially captivated the public. The perception of exclusivity turned into one of scarcity and disappointment. This region, once bustling with potential, became a haunting reminder of what could have been. Market positioning faltered as the vision of the DeLorean faded. Initially designed to appeal to a youthful and adventurous consumer base, it struggled to resonate with its intended audience. The sleek design and innovative features, while captivating, did not translate into sales figures. This disconnect became increasingly apparent as the brand attempted to carve out a niche within a competitive automotive landscape. Consumer expectations shifted towards practicality and reliability, yet the DeLorean was celebrated more for its futuristic aesthetics than for performance or dependability. The allure of the vehicle was eclipsed by concerns regarding its manufacturing quality and serviceability. This misalignment with the target demographic created a gap that proved challenging to bridge. Despite the iconic status it achieved through popular culture, the reality of ownership diverged sharply from the dream. Prospective buyers sought vehicles that promised longevity and value, not merely a fleeting moment of novelty. As the production delays mounted and financial struggles intensified, the initial excitement surrounding the launch diminished, leaving behind a void filled with uncertainty and skepticism. The image of the DeLorean as a revolutionary vehicle contrasted starkly with its actual market reception. This divergence. The future of the DeLorean name rests in the hands of those who recognize its legacy. This brand has seen numerous attempts at revival, each marked by varying degrees of ambition. Enthusiasts and entrepreneurs alike have sought to harness the nostalgia associated with this iconic vehicle, believing that the allure of its unique design and cultural significance can be reignited. Recent years have witnessed the emergence of new enterprises, each aiming to breathe life into the DeLorean brand. They navigate the complexities of trademark ownership and licensing with caution, acknowledging the challenges faced by previous iterations. Resurrecting a name steeped in history demands more than mere reproduction. It requires a thoughtful approach to innovation and marketing strategies that resonate with contemporary consumers. In this region of automotive history, the revival efforts reflect a broader trend of rediscovery among vintage brands. They seek to bridge the gap between past and present, often infusing modern technology while retaining the essence that made the original model so captivating. The echoes of a once prominent brand serve as a reminder of the potential for renewal in an industry characterized by rapid change and consumer demand. Innovations in technology have long been a driving force behind the evolution of the automotive industry. DeLorean's contributions, though overshadowed by its subsequent demise, exemplified a unique intersection of visionary ideas and practical application. The incorporation of stainless steel in vehicle production set it apart from competitors, presenting an aesthetic that resonated with a desire for modernity. This choice reflected a commitment to durability and a departure from traditional automotive materials. The introduction of gull-wing doors showcased a bold approach to design, enhancing both functionality and appeal. This feature not only captured the imagination of consumers, but also signaled an embrace of futuristic concepts. Advanced engineering techniques were employed, emphasizing performance through a rear-engine layout, which aimed to optimize weight distribution and driving dynamics. Despite these innovations, the challenges faced were substantial. Production delays and quality control issues marred initial output, undermining consumer confidence. The reliance on ambitious marketing strategies did little to mitigate the financial strain, revealing the fragile nature of progress. As the automotive landscape evolved, the allure of cutting-edge technology became increasingly intertwined with the need for reliability, a balance that this fading company struggled to achieve. The legacy of these innovations persists, serving as a testament to the impermanence of success in a competitive marketplace. Cultural symbolism surrounding the DMC-12 transcended its mechanical specifications and design. It became an emblem of ambition and aspiration, often viewed as a representation of a bygone era of innovation. The iconic gull-wing doors, stainless steel exterior, and futuristic aesthetic offered a glimpse into a vision of what the future could hold. This fascination extended into popular culture, particularly through cinema, where it gained unprecedented recognition as the time machine in a beloved film trilogy. The vehicle's role in cinematic storytelling further solidified its status, allowing it to become a cultural artifact rather than merely a mode of transportation. Collectively, society attached profound meaning to the DMC-12, intertwining it with the dreams and aspirations of countless individuals. The allure of a car that promised speed, style, and a departure from the mundane mirrored the desires for progress and change during its era. Ownership of this vehicle became a statement of identity, a nod to an adventurous spirit that resonated with consumers yearning for more than practicality. As the years passed, the DMC-12 transformed into a relic of hope and disappointment. The decline of the DeLorean Motor Company only deepened this significance, serving as a reminder of the fragility of success and the complexities of ambition, which can often lead to unforeseen consequences. The global automotive landscape of the late 20th century was characterized by intense competition and rapid innovation. Within this environment, the DeLorean Motor Company emerged as a bold contender, positioned as a symbol of futuristic aspirations. The unique design and stainless steel exterior of its flagship model captivated many, yet it struggled to sustain momentum amidst shifting consumer preferences and economic pressures. In this region, traditional automotive giants dominated the market, leveraging established reputations and extensive distribution networks. DeLorean's ambitious vision, while inspiring, faced insurmountable challenges from the onset. The allure of its product could not offset the realities of production inefficiencies and financial mismanagement. While the DeLorean Motor Company faded into obscurity, it remains a poignant case study. The lessons learned from its rise and fall resonate through the corridors of corporate strategy. As companies navigate the complexities of evolving markets, the echoes of this particular endeavor serve as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of ambition and the relentless pursuit of dreams. Government intervention often emerges as a lifeline for struggling enterprises. In the case of this fading company, numerous efforts were made to provide financial backing and resources. Substantial loans and tax incentives were offered in hopes of revitalizing production and sustaining jobs. The intention was clear: to shield an emblem of innovation and restore its former glory. Support came through various channels, including state-level initiatives aimed at stimulating local economies. Yet, the influx of capital did not translate into operational success. The promise of revival lingered in the air, but mismanagement and production inefficiencies continued to plague the assembly lines. The allure of the dream car could not mask the fundamental issues that persisted beneath the surface. Despite the infusion of public funds, the anticipated resurgence failed to materialize. Layoffs became commonplace as production slowed, further compounding the sense of decline. The once bustling factories fell silent, a stark contrast to their vibrant past. With each passing year, the weight of expectations grew heavier, leading to a profound sense of disillusionment among employees and stakeholders alike. Critics questioned the effectiveness of government support, wondering if resources might have been better allocated elsewhere. As time unfolded, the fading company became emblematic of the challenges inherent in balancing ambition with reality, illustrating the fragile nature of corporate ecosystems amidst shifting paradigms. A profound emotional connection emerged between the DMC-12 and its admirers, transcending the boundaries of mere transportation. Beyond its sleek stainless steel body and gull-wing doors lay a symbol of hope, innovation, and the allure of a time when dreams felt tangible. Enthusiasts began to view the vehicle not simply as an automobile, but as a representation of a cultural moment, an aspiration that resonated deeply during an era ripe with change. This connection solidified as the DMC-12 became intertwined with popular culture, immortalized in cinematic history. The vehicle's role in a beloved film elevated its status, transforming it into an object of fascination and desire. Collectors sought to acquire these remnants of a bygone ambition, driven by nostalgia and the allure of ownership. Each DMC-12 represented not just a piece of machinery, but a story, a dream deferred, and a reminder of what could have been. Market dynamics shifted as rarity increased. The limited production numbers contributed to a burgeoning collector community, fostering a renewed interest. Restoration projects blossomed, breathing new life into these machines, restoring both their physical presence and the dreams they once embodied. In this way, the DMC-12 transcended its origins, becoming a testament to human creativity and the complex interplay between aspirations and the market's realities. The design philosophy of the DMC-12 showcased a striking juxtaposition between aesthetic appeal and functional utility. Its futuristic silhouette, characterized by stainless steel panels and gull-wing doors, attracted admiration and intrigue. This striking exterior drew consumers' attention, positioning it as a beacon of innovation during a time of economic uncertainty. Enthusiasts marveled at its unique appearance, which seemed to embody a vision of a hopeful future. Yet beneath the surface, the operational aspects of this vehicle revealed inherent contradictions. The ambitious design choices often prioritized visual impact over practical considerations. Engine performance, for instance, was not aligned with the striking exterior. Heavy components contributed to limited acceleration, undermining the initial excitement that the car's appearance inspired. These inconsistencies led to a growing dissatisfaction among early adopters, who expected more than aesthetic charm. In an era defined by evolving automotive expectations, the DMC-12 struggled to fulfill its dual role as both an eye-catching art piece and a reliable mode of transportation. As feedback poured in, it became clear that the balance between beauty and utility was delicate. The allure of the DMC-12 began to fade, overshadowed by the realization that true innovation requires not just visionary design, but also a commitment to the practical demands of the consumer marketplace. Challenges emerged as the manufacturing aspirations of DeLorean Motor Company aimed to meet the expectations of a burgeoning market. The production facility, situated in this quiet corner of the United Kingdom, faced constraints not merely in physical space, but in resource allocation and workforce training. As demand surged for the DMC-12, these limitations became increasingly apparent, revealing a disconnect between ambition and operational capacity. The assembly lines, initially designed with an innovative spirit, struggled to adapt to the pressures of mass production. Variability in quality became an issue, leading to inconsistencies that undermined consumer confidence. Investors watched closely as the promise of a groundbreaking vehicle faltered under the weight of logistical inadequacies. This region, once filled with optimism, now bore witness to a different narrative. The workforce, though passionate, lacked experience in scaling such unique craftsmanship to meet the demands of a wider audience. As each vehicle rolled off the line, the realization that the initial production model was unsustainable set in. In the struggle to balance visionary production and practical outcomes, the company found itself mired in challenges that overshadowed its initial ambitions. The lessons learned in scalability, though painful, became foundational in understanding the complexities of growth within the automotive industry, serving as a cautionary tale for others who dared to dream. Financial fluctuations frequently mirrored the turbulent journey of this once cherished mark. Initial offerings sparked a surge of enthusiasm among investors, reflecting optimism in the innovative spirit that defined the early years. As production delays and quality issues emerged, stock prices began a slow, unsettling descent, revealing the fragile nature of investor confidence. Each announcement of setbacks elicited a series of sharp reactions on the stock market, with shares oscillating dramatically in response to both news and speculation. Shareholders observed the declining figures with growing concern. Media coverage, often punctuated by sensational headlines, amplified the unease, influencing public perception and investor sentiment. The mounting fears surrounding financial viability resulted in a cascade of sell-offs, further driving down the stock value. Amid these fluctuations, a stark disconnect emerged between the anticipated potential of this automotive icon and the harsh realities of operational challenges. Despite occasional rallies fueled by hopeful projections or bold marketing campaigns, the overall trajectory remained downward. Analysts debated the sustainability of the business model, questioning whether the dream could withstand the harsh scrutiny of financial performance. As bankruptcy loomed, the market's response became increasingly indifferent, reflecting a broader industry realization. Dreams, however grand, often falter against the unforgiving nature of commerce. This decline would serve as a poignant reminder within corporate circles. Brand loyalty developed around the DMC-12, transcending the operational failures of DeLorean Motor Company. Enthusiasts found solace in the vehicle's unique design and cultural significance, creating a connection that outlasted its commercial demise. The stainless steel exterior, coupled with gull-wing doors, offered a striking aesthetic that remained appealing long after the company's fall. This allure fostered a community of aficionados dedicated to preserving the legacy of the DMC-12. Owners often gathered at car shows, sharing stories infused with nostalgia, which reinforced the identity of the brand. Despite its flawed history, the car became an emblem of aspiration for many, embodying the dream of innovation that once resonated within the automotive industry. The cinematic portrayal of the vehicle, particularly in a notable film of the 1980s, further entrenched its place in popular culture. This portrayal immortalized the DMC-12 as more than just a car. It became a symbol of a daring, albeit misguided, vision. Such affection persisted despite the stark reality of the company's bankruptcy. Enthusiasts often sought to restore and modify their vehicles, investing time and resources into upkeep. This commitment reflected a profound, almost romantic attachment to an ideal that the fading company had represented, ensuring that the legacy of the DMC-12 continued to evoke admiration long after its production ceased. Trade shows served as pivotal moments for the fading company, providing a stage to showcase the DMC-12 to a curious public. These events drew crowds, eager to glimpse the vehicle that had captured popular imagination with its unique design and futuristic features. Bright lights and polished displays framed the car, creating an aura of allure and excitement. Attendees, many of whom were captivated by the film that had immortalized the vehicle, gathered around, their gazes fixed on its gull-wing doors and stainless steel body. This strategic marketing approach aimed to generate buzz and attract potential buyers. Representatives engaged with visitors, sharing stories about the innovative engineering and the vision behind the vehicle. Captivating presentations highlighted the car's performance capabilities, reinforcing its image as a revolutionary product. This atmosphere of enthusiasm filled the convention halls, underscoring the disconnect between the vibrant marketing efforts and the challenges the company faced behind the scenes. Despite the initial success at these expos, the reality of production issues and financial instability loomed large. As the excitement began to wane, the disconnect became clearer. The lavish displays and promotional zeal could not mask the underlying struggles of the fading company. Trade shows, once a beacon of hope, began to reflect a bittersweet nostalgia for what could have been, encapsulating an era of ambition that seemed to slip further away as time progressed. Competitors in the automotive landscape adopted strategies that emphasized reliability and consumer trust. While this fading company struggled with production delays and quality control, rival brands streamlined operations, ensuring a consistent delivery of vehicles that met market expectations. These manufacturers invested heavily in research and development, fostering innovation in fuel efficiency and safety features that captured consumer interest. Marketing campaigns from these competitors were meticulously crafted, focusing on building brand loyalty through a blend of nostalgia and forward-thinking. While the fading company clung to its image of a futuristic vehicle, others evolved their messaging to resonate with practicality and dependability. The lure of the dream car was overshadowed by the practicality offered by established brands. Additionally, strategic partnerships emerged as a vital component of success. Competitors aligned with technology companies to integrate advanced features, enhancing the consumer experience. This collaboration led to vehicles equipped with cutting-edge technology, a stark contrast to the struggles faced by the fading company in securing similar alliances. Consumer preferences shifted towards sustainable practices, and brands that embraced eco-friendly initiatives found favor in a market increasingly concerned with environmental impact. The fading company, caught in its ambitious vision, failed to adapt, observing competitors flourish as it faltered. The DMC-12 occupies a unique space in popular culture, transcending its cinematic origins to become an emblem of aspiration and failure. This vehicle, characterized by its gull-wing doors and stainless steel exterior, evokes a blend of nostalgia and curiosity. In various media, it has been referenced as a symbol of innovation, often juxtaposed with the stark reality of its commercial downfall. Its design, while groundbreaking at the time, has been repurposed in artistic expressions ranging from graphic novels to contemporary art installations. These representations capture the essence of an era defined by hope and ambition, reminding the audience of what could have been. In the realm of automotive history, it serves as a cautionary tale. Enthusiasts and collectors often seek to own a piece of this legacy, not merely for its aesthetic appeal, but as a testament to a visionary dream that. Television shows and documentaries have examined its legacy, fueling a fascination that persists despite the vehicle's practical shortcomings. Merchandise and memorabilia featuring the DMC-12 frequently appear, illustrating its enduring allure. The vehicle's impact on car culture extends beyond its initial launch, solidifying its place in the collective memory of automobile enthusiasts who regard it as a poignant reminder of ambition intertwined with the fragility of success. Environmental considerations emerged as a significant aspect of the DeLorean story. Production methods utilized during the manufacturing process raised concerns that would haunt the company throughout its existence. The choice of materials and the methods of assembly reflected a time when environmental awareness was just beginning to take root. This region, once bustling with hope and industry, now bears the marks of decisions made without full consideration of their long-term consequences. The use of stainless steel, while innovative in design, required energy-intensive processes and generated considerable waste. Emissions from the Belfast plant became a topic of scrutiny as local communities observed the effects of industrial operations on their environment. Regulations at the time were not as stringent, yet the growing public consciousness regarding pollution and sustainability began to cast shadows over the DeLorean's ambitious plans. As the company struggled to maintain production levels, environmental oversight became increasingly neglected. This oversight left a legacy of environmental degradation that contrasted sharply with the idealistic vision of a futuristic vehicle. The fallout from these production choices contributed to the company's decline as consumer preferences began to shift toward more environmentally conscious alternatives. The fading company's inability to adapt to these changing values. The DeLorean mythos serves as both a beacon of innovation and a cautionary tale of ambition unfulfilled. This vehicle, once hailed as a symbol of futuristic design and engineering, quickly became intertwined with a narrative steeped in glamour and controversy. The allure of stainless steel, gull-wing doors, and a revolutionary approach to automotive design captured the imaginations of many. Yet behind the shiny exterior lay a complex reality marked by financial mismanagement and operational challenges. The charismatic founder, John DeLorean, became an emblem of the American dream, embodying the hope that a singular vision could disrupt an industry. This perception was bolstered by its appearance in popular culture, particularly in the film franchise that immortalized the car as a time machine. Such depictions fostered an almost mythological status for the brand, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. In truth, production struggles characterized the company's brief existence. Initial excitement was met with logistical inefficiencies and inconsistent quality control. The promise of revolutionary technology overshadowed fundamental business practices, leading to a steady decline. Investors became wary as financial losses mounted, and the once vibrant production facility in this region fell silent, leaving echoes of what could have been. The legacy of DeLorean now resides in a paradox, celebrated yet overshadowed by the realities of its downfall. Critical reviews emerged as significant determinants of public perception, shaping the narrative around this once celebrated automobile. Enthusiasts and critics alike dissected every aspect of the vehicle, from its futuristic design to its promising performance. Initial excitement surrounding the release generated a wave of anticipation, yet the tide shifted swiftly as reviews began to reflect the underlying issues. Automotive journalism, tasked with offering impartial assessments, highlighted the discrepancies between the dream and reality. The innovative stainless steel body, while visually striking, often drew criticism for its inability to maintain a pristine appearance. Performance metrics, initially lauded, were scrutinized under the reality of manufacturing inconsistencies and mechanical failures. This scrutiny became a vital factor in influencing potential buyers. Sales numbers illustrated the impact of these negative reviews, creating a chasm between projected success and actual market performance. The allure of the DeLorean was gradually eclipsed by mounting concerns over reliability and customer satisfaction. Nostalgia clashed with practicality as word of mouth spread, amplifying the sentiment among consumers. In this landscape, the fading company struggled to reconcile its vision with consumer expectations. The weight of critical reviews proved to be a catalyst in the unraveling of what could have been a lasting automotive legacy, leaving behind a cautionary tale within the industry. The challenge of globalization emerged as an insurmountable obstacle, complicating the aspirations of the fading company. Entering international markets required not only a keen understanding of diverse consumer preferences, but also an ability to navigate complex regulatory landscapes. It became evident that the intricacies of foreign markets were often miscalculated, leading to misguided strategies that failed to resonate with potential customers. This region, rich with innovation, was met with resistance as local manufacturers established strong footholds. The competition was fierce, and the once promising allure of a unique design could not overcome the established relationships and brand loyalty that dominated the automotive landscape. Attempts to penetrate these markets were met with skepticism, as the promise of the vehicle's future did not align with the practical needs of consumers. Advertising campaigns, aimed at showcasing innovation, struggled to cut through the noise of established competitors. These efforts often fell flat, resulting in a disconnect between the brand's vision and the realities of consumer demand. The allure of a futuristic image could not mask the shortcomings in production and distribution logistics. This disconnect contributed to dwindling sales figures, further entrenching the company in its downward trajectory. The complexities of international trade, coupled with fluctuating economic conditions. Leadership styles often dictate the trajectory of a corporation, and in the case of DeLorean, a distinct approach emerged. This figure, known for his charisma and bold vision, championed innovation over the cautious methodologies favored by many contemporaries. His willingness to embrace risk set him apart from other executives, who often adhered to conventional practices, opting for stability and gradual growth. The business landscape at the time was rife with challenges. While many leaders focused on incremental improvements, DeLorean pushed for radical change, seeking to disrupt the automotive industry with his revolutionary vehicle. This ambition, although inspiring, created a disconnect with the financial realities that governed the market. He sought to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, yet the reliance on external financing often left it vulnerable. In stark contrast, competitors employed a more methodical approach to leadership. They nurtured relationships with established suppliers and maintained a steady production flow, which yielded consistent profits, albeit at a slower pace. These executives prioritized sustainability over the flamboyant allure of high-stakes innovation, creating a stable foundation for their companies. The divergence in leadership styles highlights the delicate balance between vision and practicality. While one sought to redefine an industry, the other maintained a steady hand, illustrating the precarious nature of ambition within the unforgiving arena of corporate existence. The closure of DeLorean reverberated through the surrounding communities, leaving behind a landscape marked by uncertainty and economic strife. Employment opportunities diminished rapidly as the factory, once a beacon of hope, ceased operations. Thousands of workers found themselves navigating an abrupt transition, their livelihoods shattered. With diminished income, local businesses faced declining sales, leading to a ripple effect that permeated the region's economy. The once bustling streets, once filled with the promise of innovation, now echoed with silence. Shops that had thrived on the patronage of workers and their families struggled to stay afloat as consumer spending diminished. Families made difficult choices, tightening their budgets and altering their routines. The fabric of this community began to fray as the loss of jobs translated into foreclosures and educational challenges. Tax revenues plummeted, crippling local governments and stalling infrastructure projects. Essential services experienced cutbacks, further straining the very communities that had rallied to support a dream. Schools faced resource shortages, and public amenities deteriorated. The once vibrant hope for a renaissance in the region dimmed as the fallout from DeLorean's downfall unfolded. This decline served as a stark reminder of the intricate interconnectedness between corporate success and community well-being, revealing the profound consequences borne by those left in its wake. The DMC-12 emerged from an ambitious vision, a marvel of engineering that promised to redefine the automotive landscape. Conceived with a stainless steel exterior and characteristic gull-wing doors, it captivated the imagination of enthusiasts and investors alike. Initial excitement was palpable as prototypes showcased the innovative design and futuristic features that set it apart from competitors. Early promotional campaigns fostered a sense of anticipation, positioning the vehicle as not merely a mode of transportation, but a cultural icon. This fervor led to significant pre-orders, a testament to the allure of the DeLorean brand. Production began in a facility that was as much a symbol of hope as the car itself. The challenges soon became apparent. Production delays and quality control issues marred the initial rollout, undermining consumer confidence. Financial pressures mounted as sales fell short of projections, leading to an unsustainable operational model. The initial promise of the DMC-12 faded, eclipsed by the harsh realities of market demands and corporate mismanagement. Strategic partnerships often serve as lifelines for struggling companies, yet in this case, they were conspicuously absent. Opportunities for alliances with established automakers or distributors could have provided the necessary resources to navigate the turbulent automotive landscape. Collaborative ventures often offer access to extensive supply chains, production facilities, and marketing expertise, all critical for a fledgling company like this one. Key industry players loomed large, their capabilities unutilized. Had there been proactive outreach to potential partners, the trajectory might have shifted. Existing manufacturers, with their established reputations and consumer trust, could have lent credibility to this new venture, potentially attracting a broader customer base. Resources pooled through partnerships could have alleviated financial strain, affording the organization a chance to stabilize and innovate. The absence of strategic alliances left it vulnerable, isolating it within an increasingly competitive market. The inability to forge connections meant foregoing shared knowledge and best practices, which are invaluable in mitigating risks and enhancing operational efficiency. Without the strength that collaboration provides, the fading company found itself adrift, unable to adapt to the fast-evolving demands of consumers and technology. This isolation has given way to a surprising resurgence. Nostalgia, a powerful force, has rekindled interest in the DeLorean brand. It is not simply the allure of the original vehicle, but rather a cultural phenomenon that has breathed new life into the fading company. This revival is marked by a growing appreciation for retro aesthetics, leading enthusiasts and collectors to seek out remnants of a bygone era. The rise of social media platforms has amplified this interest. Enthusiasts share images and stories, creating an online community that celebrates the DeLorean's unique design and historical significance. Events dedicated to the car attract crowds, with attendees donning attire reminiscent of the era. This cultural renaissance contrasts sharply with the bleak circumstances of years past, when the company faced insurmountable challenges. Manufacturing capabilities have been revisited, as limited runs of new models promise to honor the original vision while incorporating modern technology. The concept of reviving a classic has enticed investors, eager to capitalize on the renewed demand. This atmosphere of optimism stands in stark contrast to the company's previous decline, transforming the narrative from one of failure to potential resurgence. In this region, nostalgia serves not only as a backdrop, but as a catalyst, driving a renewed fascination with a car that once symbolized ambition and innovation. This renewed fascination offers valuable lessons for new startups within the automotive sector. The lessons drawn from its ambitious journey highlight the importance of strategic foresight and adaptability in a rapidly evolving market. Innovators can glean insights from the initial missteps that plagued its operations, particularly regarding production efficiency and market alignment. Understanding consumer expectations remains crucial. The initial allure of DeLorean's design, while captivating, emphasis on sustainable practices is increasingly vital. The automotive industry is undergoing significant shifts toward electric and hybrid technologies, demanding an urgent response from emerging companies. This region's emphasis on green innovation reflects a broader global trend that cannot be ignored. Additionally, the importance of sound financial management is paramount. The struggles faced during its initial expansion serve as a reminder of the precarious balance between ambition and fiscal responsibility. Startups must cultivate a strong understanding of capital flow and resource allocation to avoid similar pitfalls. The allure of this vehicle continues to captivate enthusiasts and collectors, despite its troubled history. The innovative design, characterized by gull-wing doors and a stainless steel exterior, evokes a sense of nostalgia linked to its brief rise and rapid decline. It symbolizes an era marked by bold ambition and a desire to break conventional boundaries in automotive engineering. Interest in this brand has been reignited by its appearances in popular culture, notably in film and television. The association with a certain time-traveling narrative has solidified its place in the collective memory, creating a phenomenon that transcends mere automotive interest. Collectors and fans often engage in spirited discussions about its legacy, illustrating how deeply embedded it has become in the fabric of automotive history. Restoration projects and replicas flourish within dedicated communities as individuals channel their passion into breathing new life into these relics. This region is home to gatherings where enthusiasts share knowledge and celebrate the brand's unique characteristics, fostering a sense of camaraderie among those drawn to its story. The enduring fascination with this vehicle exemplifies how narratives of ambition and failure can resonate across generations, serving as a reminder of both the heights and depths of aspiration in the automotive world. It embodies a complex legacy, capturing imagination while reflecting the intricate dance of success and failure in business. The DeLorean stands as a poignant reminder of ambition, intertwined with the harsh reality of market dynamics. This iconic vehicle, once a symbol of innovation and futurism, illustrates the precarious balance between visionary aspirations and operational viability. In its rise and eventual decline, valuable lessons emerge, highlighting the importance of sustainable business practices and strategic foresight. The allure of the DeLorean was not merely in its design, but in the dream it represented. Enthusiasts were drawn to its distinctive features and the promise of a revolutionary automotive experience. Yet, enthusiasm does not guarantee success. Underlying financial mismanagement and external pressures led to an inevitable downfall, demonstrating how even the most captivating visions can falter without a solid foundation. Throughout the ruins of this once promising venture, the echoes of ambition linger. They serve as a subtle warning to future innovators. The importance of understanding market needs, maintaining fiscal responsibility, and navigating challenges cannot be overstated. History has a way of repeating itself, often with greater consequences. The story of the DeLorean is not merely about a failed automobile. It encapsulates the intricate relationship between dreams and reality, reminding all that the path to success requires vigilance, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to excellence.